Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Mids back at it again. Today we are playing some Inkbound, as per usual. This is technically Thursday's video. Due to life and stuff, I had to miss yesterday. So we are going to be doing Obelisk first thing in the morning on Friday. And then Clairvoyant will show up a little bit later. I think this also happened last week, but we're going to be on top of it. Alright, so we're playing Obelisk. Inflict is kind of weird for us. Like, we've got some good inflictions. If we have a on-hit effect, then Seismic Slam hits everything on the screen. But that's only available every 4 turns. Ironclap has a pretty good radius to it. You can usually hit 2 or 3 things with it at most times. So that's pretty good there. We might see a bead in the Sea of Ink. Otherwise, like, probably the easiest one here would be Shadows of Runestone with 750 Quillings. It's just super easy to get Quillings, right? You're gonna get them. Visit the Carver 3 times. Again, we absolutely despise that run quest. I guess we'll go with Shadows of Runestone, right? Why not? And there's our Misery's Whip. Meep meep. We have to daze things in Proving Grounds. Otherwise, Cage's Cage doesn't really do much for us. Misery's Whip will get us through Book 1. There is the Radiant Market there, though. What do we got here? Shielding Ironclap. What we really need is increased range. So I think that Massive Seismic Slam would be the better option if we were to go into Radiant Market. And you know what? We will go for that because, quite frankly, at this point, I would really like to be done with these quests. A lot of people say, or they do, right? They go to unranked for the quest because you start with like a little bit more money. You can like re-roll that bin there, and you get like a couple more glyphs to just make sure you get what you want. But I personally, it's sort of like a catch-22. Excuse me. It's Proving Grounds, not Market. Okay, well that's a little spiced. So now we're in here for absolutely no reason. Just kidding, we're here to win. Can't really hit anybody with this, so we're going to go ahead and wiggle with this orb here. We're going to miss lethal on this pot barely. Which is a bit misfortunate, but we're full blocked. The problem is that other pot is nowhere near dying. And it's going to hurt. I almost think that we need to take this Potion of Power if we don't want to get clocked by this 12 damage here. All in all, a very rough fight one. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do that because that's just a little unnecessary for us to take. And we're probably going to get clocked anyways. Okay. And now it's done. Little rough. Again, those pot enemies just, I'd still technically call them heavies, even though their health has been reduced. Now, we probably could have gotten a Misery's Whip and that would have done something, but not to that pot in particular. We pretty much hit it and ran away. It probably would have done enough damage to actually like make a considerable difference there. I'm honestly almost willing to take Seismic Slam again, just to get us past Captor. Normally, I would just be more than happy to slam all of our commons into Ironclap, but Ironclap isn't going to solve Captor for us, so we're going to have to pivot a bit. And maybe, who knows, Ironclap is going to actually become like a formidable button for us. It always does enough for us, so I'm not saying that it wouldn't. I'm thinking between these here, Cleave gives us another burst AoE, but it makes us our will economy is going to be absolutely horrendous. Incendiary is good at bossing. It's just all around a good skill. I think that we can go with Incendiary. It's cheap. We can use it a lot because it's got a low cooldown. We're going to be okay. I hope. Be kind of embarrassing to die here. I'd really prefer not to do that, to do this right here. It's a little overkill for these bits. Using 2 will on them. But on the other hand, it's like what else are we going to do? Are we just going to Ironclap these things 3 times? Because that wouldn't do it, actually. Actually, it might, since we have 1 physical power. I think it would barely not kill them. They would have 1 HP remaining. So we can spend 3 will to not kill 2 of these, or I guess like not kill them, or we can use our Seismic Slam and we're gonna go ahead and use this Flask of Serendipity because we want to kill this pot, and so we're gonna use everything at our disposal. And then I want to be closer to this pot here because we want Kagey's Cage to like help us, if that makes any sense. Oh, we're gonna get a bit, aren't we? That's unfortunate. Well, it blocked 1 damage. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Is the pot dead? The pot is dead. We don't need to worry about it anymore. Wiggle out. Take this power orb. Can we hit? We really can't. Like, they're positioned, like, perfectly. This will kill. I'm pretty much about that. Then I need to figure out how to take care of some of these. We won't be able to take care of all of them. Well, I mean, that'll take care of you, I guess. Well, it's some damage mitigated. Overachievers, what are you gonna do? Alright. And now we're basically just pushing to destroy this. Because next turn, we're going to take some damage. And we don't like taking some damage. I'd really prefer not to. There we go. So we took another chunk of damage there. We're definitely seeing some breakage here, and that's a little concerning. Can definitely grab some more physical power. A free clap? Not quite sure about that. This could be a reroll, but I also don't really feel like rerolling it. Critical Shield Bash, it's on cooldown too much for us to even try giving it +4 crit chance. Like, this is... Well, I'm not going to say it, but you guys know my opinion on that if you've been following the channel. It might have to be Prepared Ironclap, which isn't bad. It's movement, basically. And we want to... Binding Empowerment. +20 damage seems good. Another source of daze, just in case we do get Proving Grounds. would also pretty much help handle the box captor. But I think we honestly need some single targets, so I think it's this. I think there's better things that we can put in Seismic Slam. Plus 5 stacks of burn sounds amazing. Thank you for the up tier. I don't think we need glyphs. Let's just get items. Because currently we have nothing that's actually going to help us with the boss. KG's Cage does stuff. But it's not the stuff that we're looking for. Okay, I think we're at, honestly, I really don't like using my Seismic Slam this early, like I said last time, but what else are we honestly going to do? Let's put that on cooldown, or reduce its cooldown, sorry. Get out here. I know I can clip the two of you. And you're done. Okay. Feeling pretty good about that. There's a ton of ink on my field. Okay, we're gonna have to move. I think we're gonna choose to take 4 HP here. Let's use this orb to wiggle out. I mean, honestly, if we have... I don't think that that's going to be necessary. Let's go ahead, use Seismic Slam. Use Incendiary. There we go. Losing only 4 HP there was pretty good. Flameo is very good. It pretty much just makes sure that something's always burning. And we kind of want something to always be burning. Shining Circlet, sorry, is also very good for Seismic Slam if we get to the point to where we want to keep spamming it. Which we might, because this pretty much makes it so that if we pick up a orb, it's currently the highest cooldown that we have. If we also would have taken that cooldown reduction, it means that we can use Seismic Slam every turn. Now, with us filling this with 2 commons of plus 15 damage, that doesn't feel very good to just spend 2 will every turn. If it ascended into Earthquake, which gains plus 50 damage every time you use it, now that's pretty good. I can start using 2 will for that. If we would have maybe not taken one of these plus 15s and instead put a purple in it for -1 will cost, now that starts to become very good. I'm much willing to do that. But we kind of put it in a situation where it's not good, if that makes any sense. I think it's Flameo. Your Shining Circlet's very good, though. Go ahead, grab more physical power. Thank you for the up tier. It's a little weird. Our 50 damage Iron Clap. Making magma miners quake in their boots. What do we need here? We're very good at clearing trash with Seismic Slam. I could see Jinx being good here. Cone of Frost sort of like covers the base of like what if we end up getting Avalanche. Cleave is just decent damage. It's also decent bossing damage. It's okay. It'll get us past Captor. But again, our action economy. Maybe our action economy is fine, though, considering the fact that we have a low cooldown Incendiary and now a 50 damage Iron Clap that also shields us. I think maybe we can get away with this. Otherwise, Jinx would just be something that sits on our toolbar until we need it, and then it'll solve a problem. And I highly respect it. I don't know. I think you guys are gonna get bored of me just picking Jinx all the time. Stone pitch pipe is huge for us. We were just talking about how we have sort of like a rocky will economy. Guess what? That's solved. We're gonna heal, and we're good to go. Good old prickly puffer. And by good old, I mean I wish it was gone. I wonder if Stone's pitch pipe can hit Ironclap. Because if it can't hit Ironclap, that free Ironclap was huge. Alright, so we're going to start with this because, well, it's good. And we're probably going to do something a little along the lines of this. Come up here, make sure to hit this. I wiggled a little too much. It's okay. We don't have Will Thief. We can take that orb next turn. Which one are you hitting? You're hitting this one, so if I hit here, then I'm safe. Okay. This is a little awkward, little pot guy. I don't know why you would have done this to me. There we go, that's a phase. And we only have one soul shackle. Would have been nice to avoid that, but what can you do? More ombres, they've been shielded. We're like just barely getting rid of the shielding. That's dangerous. We need to get out of these AoEs. We're going to utilize this free movement here. Can we wiggle up to that yet? No. We're in trouble. Oh, you're just globaling. For 13, so that's a majority of our damage. Okay. This is gonna hurt. The whole floor is hot lava. Pick up an orb, let's cleave. Pick up an orb. Let's seismic slam. And I cannot hit you. It's okay, eventually we'll be able to walk. There we go. Okay, this is where we want to be. Except with a little less damage would be nice. 1 damage is fine. Burn's taking care of most of it. We're done. We're done here. all in all pretty good. There's -1 will cost on shield charge, which seems pretty freaking nice. Otherwise, just immediately gain a damage multiplier seems like much better, especially with Flameo. Everything's going to have burn on it. Alright. I really hate how these change the cooldowns. Like, dealing burn damage isn't necessarily bad, it's just not, like, good. I think we're gonna re-roll this. I think we can get along with Hemo. We'd be able to use it more often. Inflicts more bleed, and we also trigger bleed on it, like, immediately thereafter. I can get behind that. We already took that. We do not have the required statistics in order to impress Ohm.
Hello, young Quill.
Ah, I remember what I was talking about earlier. I was talking about... I was talking about how a lot of people will go to lower difficulties in order to complete the quest line, and they'll say that, like, it's pretty much intended that you're going to do that. I don't think that that's the case. I've pretty much unlocked half the quest line on Inkbound. It's just that there's a couple of what I call them, snag points, if you will. Points in the game where it's just like a little annoying. And the Ohm quest line's definitely one of them. And even people who go down to like unranked still have that issue. I think as one of the last like quest lines, it's fine for it to be that way. You know what? Go ahead, leave all these guys. Burn you alright. And then we'll just get the claps going. You're gonna die to the burn. We're gonna take 3 damage. That's fine. Alright. Can we hit the 2 of you? We can. Let's see. We're gonna deal 195 plus a crush. That's likely not enough. Okay. What if I was to do this instead? I lost it. I had it, and I fiddled around with it. Is there any way that I can get up a little bit more and do that? Thank you. We're gonna click, click, boom. I don't think we're getting out of this one. We're going to have to power orb. That allows us to seismic. Then this should get you guys. Okay. Pretty textbook. Now Shining Circlet is seeming a little bit better due to the fact that we have Hemo, because that'll allow us to use Hemo every 2 turns. Spear of the Gods is also like relatively good. If we're going to keep spamming Ironclap and getting like some shielding, damage resistance will at least like extend that a bit. Like 8% isn't a lot. It's usually enough to shave off 1 damage. But that 1 damage adds up. I think it's going to be Shining Circlet, to be honest. 4 physical power seems great. Definitely taking that over 6% crit chance. We don't have any other like scaling that we've got going on right now. If Hamo is now actually able to be used more reliably, then I want to be able to get some leverage out of it. So we're probably going to take stuff like Shield and Cleave here. If we re-rolled here, what would we get? Still probably nothing good. We could reduce the cost of Incendiary, or the cooldown of Incendiary. I'm not sure if that's necessary. We'll just take some Shield and Cleave. If we're going to use 2 will on it, it's got to be worth 2 will. Go ahead, take the Binding Empowerment here. More stacks of Bleed. Seems pretty good, not going to lie. Seismic Slam up tiering into a -1 will cost also seems pretty good. I really don't know what else that we'd put on that. We discovered on stream that the critical AUG does not work, or at least it doesn't apply critical damage. So I'm not gonna... it does not exist. We could put our purples into Shield Bash. Putting our purples into Shield Bash would be plus 100 damage, -1 will cost. And so then we would be looking for -1... or a cooldown reduction. That's what we'd be looking for. Is that really what we want, though? I also think that taking Prepared Incendiary here, so that Stone Pitch Pipe always hits one of our 2 costs, is notable. I'm, like, really considering that. And I don't think we reroll past a -1 will cost here. We're going to be getting our legendary here. Unless whatever comes out of this bin here is like so good that I have to use it. Okay, money pots here. Let's go ahead, take a Potion of Power. Okay, we're not going to be able to get away with that. So let's go ahead and charge in here. I was out of the range. So I guess I'll just bop you because I'm angry. And can we get the 2 of you? Nice. You're done. Excellent pot procurement. I don't think that we are going to be able to get all 3 of these. I don't know if Magic Pixel exists. I think this guy's just a little bit too far away. Okay. So if that's the case, let's pick up the Power Orb. We're gonna just keep on through you, I guess. Pick this up. Put some burn on you guys, because I'm most concerned about you. And then we're probably just gonna, like, bully the heck out of this guy. Get some on this Rhino, too. That 4 physical power we just picked up is being felt. Yeah, that's not gonna work. There we go. Managed. Let's head on down to Orb Town. Ooh, ooh, there we go. I want that. Um, go ahead and heal. We might as well take the days here. Battering ram would make us very happy. Well, there's the avalanche we were talking about. I don't think that it's necessary. We definitely don't want to make it a magic skill, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and take Cataclysmic. Increases its damage by like 50, technically 60. But, it's not something we're against using. Adds a little bit more burst damage to it. Did I honestly forget to... Oh no, it was a Glyph Globe. Okay. I understand now. We're gonna go to the refuge. I think I'm willing to buy Inkrito. And I think I will take Money Machine. It wasn't necessarily the most useful thing we could have picked up. In fact, it was probably not the most useful thing we could have picked up. But it's going to give us a little bit of ability power in a run where we have not seen ability power. Like, otherwise Aspect was probably the right play, but on the Runestone fight I don't like it, because if it gets caught on the hands, then you're done. And that's pretty much why I skipped that. Really not a fan of having two of you guys. So we're going to get rid of one of you. Do a little bit of wiggling. And might as well use this. Okay. Inkrito doing its job, as per usual. Okay. feeling good. Okay, that's another, there's a damage scaling right there. Brand of the Frostshade. It's pretty late, but I'm still feeling good about it. I'm going to go ahead just keep grabbing physical damage. That one shielding is notable because of the fact that we took overstimulated. It'll help just mitigate one ore pickup, or one of the 2 damage from an ore pickup every turn, which isn't nothing. I just really don't mind it, I guess. What is the other blue for cleave? I should know this. It's more bleed stacks, right? Yeah. Yee. We don't need to go back to the shop. In fact, we're probably never going to go to a shop again until they make us. Give me some crit damage, I guess. I guess we could have re-rolled that. Re-rolling it into more crit chance would have meant more cooldowns. We've got like way too many cooldowns, I think, now. Why have you done this to me? I'm going to go ahead on cleave. We're going to stomp. We're going to crit. We're going to miss our orb. With a 50 damage Iron Clap, it was probably actually worth us to clap Giannis there. I'm just not used to being in that situation. Okay. Looking good. We got Seismic Slam off cooldown right here, which is where we want it to be. No crits, though. I'll pick that up. Block as much as possible. There's a crit. Alright. We're looking pretty good here. I'll be honest, Battering Ram seems really freaking good. Do we have... We have damage. I didn't actually realize he had a purple for -1 with cost. That's not too bad. I think here, though, we're going to go ahead and take Battering Ram. You might say, well, what about, you know, Headbutt with KG's Cage? No. No, that ain't happening. Battering Ram being 1 cost and potentially being brought down to 0 cost. And I forgot to take the frickin' augment. I'm gonna keep F8ing this until it works. I guess we're gonna take -1 will cost. Yeah, okay. I admittedly wanted double damage on it, though. That's what I'm looking at. I mean, I guess we needed to spend those glyphs on something. So the game did us a semi-solid. We're not quite going to get another ability power, unfortunately. But, whatever, whatever. As per usual, we're going to try really hard to get rid of one of these swordsmen, because we want one of them off the field. We don't want two of them auto-attacking us. Oh, I see. Got phasing, you little twerp. We're now basically at that point where we're just gonna like start clobbering everything. Which is fine by me. We have all the actions in the world. Hold up, there was a magic pixel. I'll take it. Oh, little buddy. Alright, Refractory would definitely give us some damage. I think Carnival Candy is like good enough for us. We don't need Cagey's Cage, so we're pretty much looking to replace that with something. Refractory is 50 damage a hit. Like, it's definitely nothing to scoff at, but you know what else will give us 50 damage to hit across all of our skills? Carnival Candy. Yep, that'll do it. And so with that, we'll be able to like pretty much ignore a lot of stuff. Unstave also isn't unnotable, if that makes any sense, because of the fact that well, being able to reduce 1 out of every 5 damage is actually a lot of mitigation for us. I don't think that that can actually hit overstimulated, but Carnival Candy will just make this quick. We're not going to take 10 turns, so this just gives us AP. It's technically better than Mumsy's Money Machine, except that, well, like, we don't have to get rid of Mumsy's Money Machine. I'll just go ahead and take more physical power, thank you. Thank you. What are our quests? Sorry for doing this on screen. It's pretty much just this one now. That's not difficult, so we'll go ahead and put that one up there. Anyways, coming to the end of the run. I like that these are actually starting to take around 50 minutes. That might be because I really have nothing to talk about. A lot of the stuff that I'm just like, I want to talk about a thing today is going into the sit-down Saturdays. So, a reminder that if you want me to go in depth on something that I maybe glanced by or something like that, you can go ahead and it's dealing a lot of damage. It's kind of nice. That looks pretty good to me. We're able to redirect the hand here. Little battering ram through. Just starts clicking skills here, I guess. There's a bit of a gap here that we're looking for. I'm assured that Magic Pixel exists, but then we'll go like somewhere around here and just cleave these guys. I'll be honest, I kind of want that orb. Make sure you're taking bonus damage. Let's stack that cleave. We're doing more than good enough here. We need to get one crit here in order to re-aim this hand, but I don't think that we're going to get that. So we're just going to go ahead and phase you. And let's phase you towards the right, since that's where you're headed. And then we'll just clap our way over here. We can evade. Okay. I'm kind of willing to take this damage. Just get cleaved on. Alright, you're done. Good old battering ram. Well, I'm sure that the the 20 physical power led to that as well. Anyways, hopefully the run was educational or entertaining. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put that down in the comments below. And until next time, I will catch you guys around.